Can you feel that in the air? The humidity, it's finally starting to drop just a little bit, and that brutal summer sun is losing its edge. If you're like me, this is the time of year you start getting that itch, the itch to really get back out in the garden. But the big question is always, where do I even start? Well, today we're going to help you out with that. We're talking all about October. Technically, kind of like our second spring here in Florida. We're going to give you 3 tasks to focus on and then break down what you should be planting in every part of the state to set your garden up for that massive harvest that we're aiming for. Let's run through this. First things first, if you haven't already, let's wake up our garden beds. Now, you could just mix some compost in the top layer, and that's fine. That's okay. That's not bad. But if you really want to create the perfect foundation for that massive harvest, I'll share with you a technique based on a classic called the double dig. It's a simple trenching system that's perfect for raised beds, which is great for here in Florida because our sand sucks. So here's what you do. You start at the far end of your raised bed, dig a trench about the width of a shovel, set all of that soil aside. Next, take your garden fork and loosen up all that compact soil in the bottom of that trench. And now you add the good stuff. What we're going to do here is sprinkle in just a little bit of granular fertilizer, maybe some chicken manure, something like that, and add some trace minerals like azomite. It really helps nutrient uptake. Next, you just move to the spot right next to your empty trench, dig a new trench, and flip that soil over into the first one that you just dug. And you just repeat that process. Loosen, amend, flip, all the way down the bed until you get to the end, and you fill that last empty trench with the soil you saved from the beginning. Your bed is now fed, fluffy, and ready for planting. Next, let's talk about watering, because we're coming out of our rainy season and how we water is going to change just a little bit. Really, the secret to good watering is to water deeply, 2 to 3 times a week, not a little bit every day. This encourages plants' roots to grow deep, which makes them a lot stronger and more resilient plants. And a third job on our checklist is to become a pest detective. The easiest way to handle pests is to find them early. Just take 5 minutes, a couple times a week, visit your plants, flip over the leaves, check the new growth. If you see anything, you can usually just hand pick it or squash it, but catching them early is so much easier than dealing with them later. And when we're talking about transplanting young plants, it's really important to make sure that they get acclimated to the garden nice and easy. And a good way to do that is to make sure that they are pest free. All right, our bed is prepped and we know our 3 key jobs for the month. Now to the best part, planting. Speaking of planting though, before we get into it, we actually put together a pack of 16 different vegetables that grow really well here in fall in Florida. All of the veggies are Florida friendly varieties, and many of them are great for planting in October and grow great throughout our mild winters here. If you want to take some of the guesswork out of gardening here in Florida, I'll put a link to that pack in the description below. Florida though, it's a long state. So what you plant in October really depends on where you live. We're going to break it down by region and we'll start all the way up in North Florida. So if you're gardening from Pensacola over to Jacksonville, your air is really getting cooler and fast. So let's break down your action plan. First, let's talk about what to plant as seed directly into the garden. This is a perfect time for root vegetables like carrots, radishes, and beets. It's also time to direct sow seeds for spinach, arugula, and leaf lettuces. In October, it is the perfect time to get your garlic cloves in the ground. Now for your bigger crops. This is all about part 1 if you're wanting to harvest in winter. If you want to be eating broccoli this winter, the fastest way is to actually plant transplants into the garden now. This is the way to go for broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, kale, and collard greens. The part 2, though, is for if you're looking to harvest late winter, early spring. It's not too late to start these that we just mentioned from seed. In North Florida, October is the perfect time to start seeds for broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. Get these going in trays, so that way in 4 to 6 weeks, you can have a second planting of these things going into the garden. This is a very basic gardening technique called succession planting, and it's the secret to get the most out of your garden. If you planted tomatoes and peppers in your garden in the month of August and September, you should continue to care for them, making sure that they're watered well and you are feeding them regularly and checking them for pests. All right, let's head a little bit south to Central Florida. If you're gardening from Ocala through Orlando and kind of the Tampa Bay area, this section is for you. But here's something to be mindful of. If you're in the coastal areas like Tampa Bay, St. Pete, you're in a slightly warmer bubble. So maybe pay attention to the upcoming South Florida section as well, because some of that advice might be a better fit for you. But for most of us here in the middle of the state, the planting window is wide open. For direct sowing, it's prime time for carrots, radishes, beets, all kinds of salad greens. October is also a really good month to plant bush beans. The soil is still pretty warm, so they're going to sprout fast, and you'll get a huge harvest before our weather really gets cool. October also marks the start of our garlic planting season. But to be successful here, you must use soft neck varieties and chill them in your refrigerator for about 6 to 8 weeks before you plant them in the garden. This is called vernalization. The ideal planting window starts in late October, so if you haven't started this process already, you have probably missed the window for this year. But hey, now you're ahead of the game for next season. But for transplants, what are we actually transplanting in our garden? This is our main event for tomatoes and peppers. It's a little bit too late to start them from seed right now in Central Florida, but getting healthy transplants in the ground now is the perfect move. It's also time for broccoli, kale, collards, cabbage, Swiss chard. You can get all that transplanted. And to keep your garden productive, use that succession planting strategy we just covered. Starting new trays of broccoli, kale, and especially lettuce every few weeks will give you a huge harvest. All right, let's head even further south, sunny South Florida, our final destination. If you're gardening from Fort Myers and Palm Beach down to Miami, your rules are a little bit different. You're dealing with heat. It's your biggest challenge, but also your biggest advantage. It's warm. It's very warm. You have to choose your plants wisely. For direct sowing, you can plant bush beans, cucumbers. You can still direct sow all kinds of squash and even corn. For greens, though, it's critical you choose heat-tolerant varieties. One of my favorite greens to grow in warm South Florida is Ethiopian kale. It's super heat-tolerant, and it's a really nice size green that tastes great when you mix it with a little bit of acidity, maybe some lemon juice or a vinaigrette dressing. You can also plant things like carrots and radishes, but you'll need to be extra careful with these. Because it is so hot, you need to stay on top of watering. For carrots, the best way I have found to get them going is to actually just lightly sprinkle them on your soil and cover them with a piece of wood or cardboard, checking them daily for moisture and germination. But as for transplants in October in South Florida, it's your absolute prime time month for tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants. You can pick some up from a nursery, or if you're growing your own and you started them a few weeks ago, maybe at the beginning of September, they will be ready to be put in the ground around mid-October. But for classic cool weather crops like broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower in South Florida, I would still be using some caution here. We need our average daily high temps to be around 85 degrees or below to allow for good growth. So I would be very careful of putting transplants of these into the garden. But you can certainly be starting seeds in seed trays for these vegetables this month. October is your month to start seeds for your main crops of broccoli, head lettuce, cabbages, cauliflower. Start these in trays in the next 4 to 6 weeks. When they're ready to transplant, our weather will have cooled down just that little bit that they need to thrive. Okay, so this should give you a pretty good idea of what you should be doing in your Florida garden in the month of October. If there's anything that I didn't cover in this video that you're curious about, drop it in the comments. We would love to know and kind of help you out. If you found this video helpful, I think that this video all about the best way to actually start seeds for your Florida garden will help you have even more success in your garden. I really hope this video helped you, and have a good day.